The 22-23 Spring Major in the RLCS is one of the most memorable lands. In this series, there was one shot, one crucial mistake made, that could have changed RLCS history as we know it. This is the story of the single shot that could have changed RLCS history. Team Vitality, a team that definitely needs no introduction, was coming into the Spring Major looking to make RLCS history. After adding the rookie sensation Zen to their roster, they would go on to dominate and win all 3 European regionals. What made all 3 regional wins even more impressive was that they had only lost one series the entire time. While winning all 3 regionals had been done before, no one has ever won all the regionals and went on to win the major. Being the number 1 seed from Europe, they would have their first round matchup against Elevate from the APAC region. While this was supposed to be completely one-sided, Elevate managed to hold their own. With such a hot start out of Game 1, Vitality were doing what everyone thought was going to happen. Then in Game 2, Vitality would get back to their ways. But what no one was expecting was the turnaround Elevate would have. After fighting to keep the ball out of their net, Elevate would bring the game to overtime. While Vitality held the pressure early on, Elevate would bring some pressure of their own to the table. 2 minutes would pass by, then would be 3 minutes. Soon would come along 4, and despite the messy gameplay, Elevate would bring home the victory in Game 2 to even the odds. Even at the start of Game 3, Elevate would pick up right where they left off, putting Vitality on their back foot, forcing Zen to make a goal line save. Even with the momentum going Elevate's way, Vitality were the team to beat and would bring the game and series back their way. While this game also went to overtime, Vitality wouldn't allow the satisfaction of Elevate taking the series lead and would score in overtime. Despite the best efforts of Elevate, Vitality would end up taking the series in Game 4 and moving on to the next round. Complexity was a full import roster competing in the North American RLCS. After winning the Spring Open, they would go on to have some underwhelming results in the next 2 regionals. Even with such disappointing results, the regional win was enough for the team to beat the 3rd seed out of the region. This led to them having one of the tougher first round matchups against Team Liquid. With their previous results, it came to no surprise that Team Liquid were heavy favorites, but this matchup would end up being everything but one-sided. After taking Game 1 in the series, Liquid would bring it back to match point, forcing Complexity to win the next 2 matches to move on. With 1 minute left on the clock, Liquid would score their second goal and take the lead in the game. This left Complexity in a must-score situation. With them on the verge of elimination, they would tie up the score with 12 seconds left on the clock. Now the game being on the cusp of overtime, Complexity would bring home the game and make it a Game 5. Complexity would quickly in the first 2 minutes put Liquid on the back foot. Then they would start to put the game out of reach. Even with Liquid looking back into the game, Complexity would give them the dagger for their 4th goal and move on in the upper bracket. The final match of the day between Vitality and Complexity was set. The chat vote had Vitality winning this matchup by a landslide, but they wouldn't have expected the series to go the way it did. While the first match went the way to be expected, with Vitality taking a commanding 3-0 victory, something clicked in Complexity. Complexity would come out of the gate swinging in Game 2, taking a very early lead. Then they would slot a bottom corner shot to extend their lead and hold on to it throughout the rest of the game. Complexity would slowly break out of their defensive half to get the first in a crucial Game 3. Complexity would build up offensive pressure over the course of 30 seconds before they would secure themselves a 2-goal lead, putting themselves on match point. With no timeouts available, Vitality needed to step it up in the next game, or they would be dropped down to the lower bracket. Starting off Game 4, Vitality would finally show some type of life, scoring their first goal since the first game of the series. With the time slowly counting down, it was looking like Vitality were bringing the series to Game 5. However, Complexity would have other thoughts in their mind. With barely 10 seconds left on the clock, Complexity would force their way back into the game. The ball would make its way to the ground, and we would be in overtime. Then Complexity would blunder a kickoff, leading to Redosin having an easy go, bringing the series to Champions Field. It all comes down to one final game. The winner would move on in the upper bracket and would be guaranteed a top 6 in the event. By losing here, you'd be dropped down to the lower bracket and have to play even more matches and only being guaranteed a top 12.
To cross, you want to see Vitality hold on to the possession. I mean, that's something they were doing fantastic in the last game. And now the striking off the post and out. That's the last thing you want to see. If you're a Vitality fan. Get rid of the post, get rid of the crossbar.
Both teams were feeling the pressure. Plenty of opportunities for both sides to score, yet nothing seemed to be going through.
Did he get it? He did, but Raceball can't find the pitch. It's a little bit like what...
And yet we remain scoreless at halftime.
Oh, he might have got it.
Alpha. Don't do it to him.
So close.
The clock was ticking down and we were still scoreless.
An opportunity to hold on to this ball. Alpha is down.
Did he get
Leaves off the fake, and there's another big save from Complexity. They stand strong with under 10 to play. 5, the game clock turned off. CR's escaped.
One last opportunity out of Vitality offense leads to a save from Complexity, bringing us to a much anticipated overtime.
Golden goal to decide it all.
Within the first 30 seconds of overtime, Complexity gave themselves a golden opportunity. With CRR going for the bump, and Razebull shooting it wide, forcing out the double commit, the ball would land right in AJG's lap, in front of the open net. Vitality has only lost one series up to this point. Complexity are looking to keep their major momentum going from their top 4 they had at the Winter Major. However, AJG would be off angle. With Complexity being pushed too far forward, Vitality would pounce on the opportunity and scored the game-winning goal in a matter of seconds on the other side of the field. If AJG got that shot in, history would look a lot different. Rule 1 of Vitality could be playing 2 rounds earlier than they actually did, causing either another big upset or Rule 1 never having their lower bracket run. Gen G could have played Complexity instead and had a better chance to move on to top 4. At the end of the day, all we can do is speculate what could have happened if one shot was on target.